I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
We are Odd Places.
Going viral.
What do you got, Josh?
We're still going viral. Still in Winter Garden. And you made me think of something from our last episode. I want to dive into.
All right.
I'm trying to understand prayer. I don't understand prayer at all. I have a friend right now whose son, whose child, is going through a lot of pain. None of the doctors know what's going on. The child's screaming almost at the top of it, like colic, but the child's older. Crazy. They don't know what's wrong. He's in immense amounts of pain. And he's asking people to pray for the child, which is what we typically do. But it got me thinking, I'm confused. God is allowing this to happen. God is involved still, right? Am I supposed to pray to God and say, hey God, all this stuff that you know is going on, that you're allowing to happen, that you want them to go through, stop. Like either God wants you to go through it and he wants you to suffer and learn a lesson, or God just wants you to be subjugated and beg and beg and beg, and then you'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll stop the thing from happening. And I started wondering, like, either way, that's really cruel. So maybe I'm missing something.
All right. You got a lot of assumptions in there.
I do.
Okay.
Help me out.
Let's start. Your friend says pray, right?
Please pray for my son. Yeah.
And what is?
Because doctors don't know anything. He doesn't
Pray to
know
who?
what to do.
Pray to who?
His God, of course.
Okay.
There's
So
no one else, right?
So is a Christian God, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So all right, and that's he's Christian. So
Yeah.
you think when someone says pray for me, that means
Yeah.
pray to the Christian God or
Well, yeah.
Jesus
yeah.
God. Okay, got it.
You got to pray
All
to
right.
his God.
So you know that. Now, the assumption you have is that the Christian God is
Omniscient?
Oh, no,
Omnipotent?
no.
Okay.
In this regard with the boy, is putting this boy, this father, into a very
Difficult position. Situation.
painful, very painful.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's not an assumption, is it?
No. The assumption is that you got to have the assumption that there's a God. That's an assumption.
All right, that is an assumption. But we have to, within
So
the
we're gonna go
context
with
of my
that.
hypothetical here,
So let's go with it that there is a God.
we
okay?
have to. Otherwise, who
Okay.
are you praying to?
So the
Yeah.
question is, would God, let's just say God, would God allow this child to go through so much pain? Let's start there. Would God allow that?
Well, that's option one. God is not causing it, but allowing it to happen.
Got it. Okay.
That's option one.
Option
Okay.
one. Option two is God is allowing the father to empathetically watch his son go through this pain, and the father feels responsible or whatever. We don't.
Well, option one is just allowing the whole thing to happen.
Got it.
Everyone involved. Option two, in my opinion, is God wants him to go through it. There's a reason why they must go through the pain. Maybe there's a lesson to be learned. I don't know. But God is intentionally putting him through it. Either God's allowing it to happen, or he's intentionally putting him through it. And my issue is, either way, what good is prayer going to do?
All right. So they've done studies on prayer, and there is some positive aspects to prayer. Okay.
Okay.
There's positive aspects to meditation, yoga, groups of people getting together and meditation.
You answered my question. Holy crap. Okay, go.
What did I answer?
You actually answered it. I don't know how you did it, but you answered it.
Well, what was the answer?
The answer is there is no God. The only way what you're talking about, the only way that works, the only way positive expectation could possibly work is if there is no God. Holy crap. So that's, right? I mean, because if there is a God, then he's in control. Those are the only two answers. There's nothing that positive expectation is never going to help. It's only if there's no God. So that is...
That prayer works.
Prayer only works if there's no God.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
How did you take what I said to that?
No, that's what you said.
Well,
You
extrapolated that.
I extrapolated that, but you gave me the seed, and I created the harvest.
Okay.
Just like God would.
Okay. Okay, so I mean...
Oh my goodness.
Though prayer works. I mean...
Yes, assuming there's no God. If there is a God, prayer doesn't work. Holy crap!
Okay.
We need to write a book on this. This is white paper worthy. This is like
What do you mean white paper? I don't know what.
white paper is like an article you write and make an argument. It's a very short, ideally brief argument for something.
All right.
That's like usually scientific, usually very intellectual.
So what you're saying is we're done with the episode, right? The episode's done, all right?
I don't know where else to go from here because we figured it out.
All right.
I was trying to figure out how do you reconcile prayer with God, and you answered it. There's no God. So
I didn't say there was no God. I said
well, you
that.
helped me answer.
You answered that. Okay. So look at prayer and look at and we talked about this in episodes before this. Look at prayer. Look at meditation. Look at your morning affirmations. Okay.
Yeah.
You are basically putting out into the world what you want. Hey, help Joe's son. Help Joe's son get through this. I create the possibility and decide that Joe's son will overcome this trauma that he's in, and that's a prayer based. I mean, how do you define prayer?
Right.
So these are different aspects to the parallels between prayer and between meditation and yoga and these kind of mind
that's true.
enhancing.
There is a lot of overlap there, isn't there?
I think there is.
What is prayer versus what is meditation?
I don't know. I don't know what. I mean, I can only reconcile that they're very similar. We're all speaking the same language. It's just some of us need a God.
Okay.
Need a God in order to get there. Some of us don't need a God. Some of us need a yoga master.
Which goes back to God is fabrication. You fabricate him if you need him, but if you don't need him, you don't fabricate him. But that still shows that there's no God. You only create your God if you need a God. Like it's like Build-A-Bear.
Build-A-Bear.
I mean, not everyone needs a bear. Some people need a bear to go to sleep. So you go to Build-A-Bear. You build a bear if you need a bear, but that doesn't mean you need bears to sleep.
You're comparing religion or God to Build-A-Bear. Oh my. Okay.
Because look, you can take all the different pieces and put them together. You can like determine your stuffing, your wrapping.
What kind of nose you want?
What kind of nose you
how
want? The
fluffy
eyes.
you want and how.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though.
Build a God. Not build a God.
I feel that there's nothing wrong with people believing in a God.
There's nothing wrong with people building bears. I agree. That's wonderful. Unless you build a violent bear and you use it to justify your violence to others, like we've been doing for about 100,000 years.
We've only been around like 150,000 years.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm sure we've had gods of the sun and other kind of gods. My God will beat up your God.
The point is, though, I mean, most people, and this comes, you know what this comes back to? This comes back to a bill that was just signed, that now there's like a minute to 2 minutes of quiet after the Pledge of Allegiance in school every day.
Yeah.
And they used to have that back when I was growing up. Now, it's been back instituted and been signed into law. And I have no issue with that. You bow your head, you
Really?
look at the...
My
What is the issue with it?
body, my choice.
Your body, your choice. Yeah, you have 2 minutes.
No, my time, my choice. Why?
But you're in school.
Why force me? Why force me to take 2 minutes out of my time? If I want to, I can. I can find 2 minutes. I don't need school to. I don't need to be forced to take 2 minutes. This is a sneaky way to get prayer into school. That's all this is. Why do I need to be forced? If you want to take 2 minutes, take 2 minutes. No one can stop you.
So
You could be in the hallway. You go to the bathroom. You can take your 2 minutes.
Okay.
But why do I have to take those 2 minutes if I don't need them? Same thing with God. It's like trying to force me to believe in a God. I don't need a God, so I don't believe in one. But now you're going to tell me I have to?
That's a big assumption that they're trying to tell you that you need a God or that you need.
No,
to
they're
pray.
trying to tell me I need 2 minutes to reflect and pray and whatever.
What about meditation? What about yoga? Can you do yoga?
Yeah, because I want to,
Okay.
but I don't want to be forced to.
Oh, I got it.
How do you force someone to meditate? That's almost the opposite of meditation.
Forcing it. Yeah. I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
We are Odd Places Going.
viral.
Boom.
Gosh darn it.